We pay special attention to the fact that the wine is very corrosive and it has a great deal of acidic value that eats away the indoor unit. We like to put a activated charcoal inside the cellar if we can, and that helps absorb the acidity that's in the air and keeps it more alkaline and extends the life of the equipment. That's one thing that we do that's special that no one else does. The condensers, it's like a radiator that's on the outdoor unit. It has fans on them and it drags air across these coils and removes the heat that's being taken out of the cellar. Those coils will get dirty and we have to clean them with CO2. If we can, we'll use water. And occasionally, if they get oxidized, we'll use a deoxidation chemical cleaner on them. And that'll strip that oxidation off and get it down to the bare metal again, where it can flash the heat off more efficiently. Dog hair. I've had them get plugged up with dog hair. That's quite common. Pets can be a real issue for maintenance. If you have a couple big dogs and they are on the side yard with that unit a lot, that will pick up a lot of hair very quickly. Just to make sure that there is a certain checkpoint that is completed. It's just a little checkpoint, what we do on each maintenance, and, that's the things that need to be covered each time to be thorough. Usually about $130. It varies on where they are and what we got to expel to get the maintenance done. But a minimum charge for like a simple one, $130. At least once a year. I usually will set them up in the calendar so they reoccur, maybe twice a year, once or twice a year. Some of them up to 4 times a year for places that are in rural areas and they get a lot of airborne matter, debris and stuff blowing around, plugging them up. So a little more on some. If any units are near like a dryer vent where the dryer discharge outside, they need to have it more often because that dryer vent will plug up the equipment. I've had that happen many, many, many times. And I have one account that we have to go 4 times a year because that dryer vent keeps plugging up the unit. No additional maintenance is needed for a ducted system. It's pretty much about the same. If they have it on a side yard and the gardeners are back there with their weed blowers and stuff, those things will get plugged up very quickly. Gardeners are the biggest killers of compressors are gardeners with weed blowers. They'll blow the leaves all over the condenser and it sticks to that condenser and chokes the airflow, and they're air cooled, so they will just burn out. I've had that happen many times.